July 4th, 2019. I was going to wait to do a video, but I thought I'd do one today just to show some progress. The main path, I've been hoeing out some weeds, slicing them off, cleaning up the garden. And to keep the weeds down, my project yesterday was hauling in ground bark. Got it in before it rained. We got several inches, and this will be used to mulch the garden. Been working on getting some weeds out. Still several more to go. Haven't got here yet. Cucumbers, bush variety, beginning to vine nicely. I'm not sure what it is with seeds anymore, but they are incapable of packaging proper seeds. Companies, people, everything it seems like. Mushmelon seed, mine from years ago, of course. Tomatoes looking somewhat nicely. Variety of tomatoes, of course. I don't know what these are, not what they're supposed to be. These seem to be starting to do better. I got some nitrogen on them during the dry spell we had. Almost 3, maybe 4 days with no rain, and the leaves are looking much better. Hopefully they'll be producing more tomatoes soon. This plant, of course, is more genetically suited, it seems, to our weather here this year, so it's doing somewhat nicely. Same as on this side. Plants are greening up and looking much better. Rain yesterday, as usual, several inches. Corn enjoyed the nitrogen I gave them, and is now tasseling. They will be needing another shot of it. We got all that rain. Hopefully I can get it in some more natural fertilizers. Little wind, I take it. Some of the stalks leaned. I did get weeds pulled in this area, mulched the other day before it rained. These will be the yard-long pole beans. Mushmelon. This wire will be going up here to finish up above. Some of the plants have died. Others seem to have enjoyed this rain. Moles had gotten into the squash vine roots again. Rain seems to be bringing them back out. One of my few actual real ever-bearing strawberry plants. Sage, my pineapples. Another one coming out. This one I don't believe is going to have one. If it is, it'll decide later, I'd guess. Another squash plant that when it dried up, it just couldn't hardly handle it due to very few roots from all the water. It looks like it may survive. Bush beans are blooming. The rabbits have finally slacked off on them. Pole beans, some are doing nicely. Some are needing picked. Only a few have beans though. Zucchini looking quite nice. I've been picking some off of it. Have to tie again, but tying it up vertically and going to see how that works this year. Beginning to think I should have used taller poles. A squash beetle, for those of you that do not know. It's difficult to work this camera. There he is. We'll take care of him. Yellow squash. A weird looking crossbreed of a yellow squash, I believe. First seed I purchased. Some more squash, not faring as well. Eggplants are still somewhat enjoying this weather. Bell peppers, I believe, are enjoying it. Of course, these are growing with eggplants, and I don't understand why they enjoy them so well and do so well. But I have really got to start remembering to plant them together. Now, not all are producing, some are just growing. These bell peppers have a few setting on, but are just now taking off growing. The water seems to be trying to hurt it a little. I've been spraying a little fertilizer on the leaves gently to allow for the watering down of the fertilizer in the soil. Watermelons have to be weeded again, but they are vining out quite nicely. Want to be a top priority. Weed the vining vining plants. Volunteer flowers blooming. Some of these will have to be removed. Like this one in the path. Several in the path. I planted these, did not get them transplanted, but I believe they may look nicely here. And attacked pollinators into the center of the garden. A few more pole beans I just planted here. Garlic I planted. Onions are somewhat slowly bulbing. Beets are looking quite nice. Another pepper setting on. The beets are a little too thick. I didn't get them weeded. But I believe with the rich soil here, I'll get several beets produced at decent size. We'll just have to wait and see. Another idea to plant more. Cherry tomatoes growing nicely. This is one of the best of the plants. And again, it's supposed to be cherry tomatoes. And as you can see, there is 3 different types of tomatoes seed that was most likely in the same package. Now, in the distance, beyond the foxtail, is some cherry tomatoes beginning to ripen. These are the world's smallest. No actual name other than just said world's smallest. A few grapes this year. I'm hoping to have some to eat. Some nice cabbage heads. Some will have to be harvested soon. Young carrots coming up. Older carrots. Grasshoppers all over them. Potatoes are doing nice. Pole beans. I've put a wire up top for ease of picking so they won't fall over. These will have to be, of course, raised up. They are having a difficult time finding the wire for some reason this year. Another roll of wire. Step past it. We'll be going up here to finish this off. Strawberries, supposed to have been ever-bearing. They're multiplying. Nothing bearing. Some more eggplant. Doing nicely. We'll have to get it weeded again and mulched so I can stop weeding. More of the ever-bear strawberries. Eggplants in that. The San Marzanos, Roma, and yellow pear tomatoes. Yellow pears aren't doing nearly as good, but they are taking off. I will have to get this wire adapted and fixed along here for them soon, as they're already growing through it. Nice San Marzanos there. A few more cabbage. These are the oldest beds. So with the mulch rotting the longest here, they seem to be doing the best. Even multiple breeds of tomatoes are going crazy here. So I will move more tomatoes down this end next year and rotate them around in the older stuff. Some new fresh lettuce coming up. Raspberry will be cutting it out soon. Bell peppers plants looking nice. Again, three tops, and each one of them is split and doubled, making 6. Why people talk about pruning peppers, I don't know. Mine constantly split, making multiple tops. Doing very nice. I picked 3 cucumbers. They're a little nutrient deprived due to all the rain, I believe, but beginning to set on. Another spot that will have to be weeded quickly and mulched. Potatoes. These are all volunteer, the largest, growing in the pepper plants. Here's the peppers. They'll most likely be fun to harvest. The potatoes. Peppers are beginning to grow nicely. Onions. I believe I'm going to have to harvest a few. This is the earliest ones, and they are growing and splitting. So, looks like a few of those will be coming out. I did get a little weeding done in the back. This path will have to be knocked down and taken care of. Some more ever-bearing strawberries that are bearing. Nice bunch of grapes here, or bunches, but I have been getting some weeds out, not all yet. And as I showed you the mulch pile out front, it's going in there. Is another sitting there. Corn. I would say that is head height. So it is shooting up and expanding. 2 ears, looks like, on that stalk. And we can cut through here. I'll have to weed this area soon. And this is my final pile of mulch. Approximately 2.5 loads here, 2.5 times larger than the other piles. So a lot of work ahead of me. Squash, finding up this cage. We'll see how this does. We'll get this one back inside. Sunflower, and with the tomatoes. So this is it for the 4th of July. Hopefully it'll stay dry and I can do another update soon with most of the weeds out.